Right. Is it going to behave itself tonight? Let's have a look, see if we're streaming. It looks promising. Okie dokie. Give us a thumbs up underneath the video. Down there, wherever the little thumbs up logo thing is. Click that, that'd be useful. Let me know it's working. I'll pop something in the chat. There we go. Let's see. Elaine, Roger, evening. Peter N, hello. Kevin, hello. Excellent. We seem to be working then. Good stuff. Peter, Stella, good evening. Phil, hello. Peter C. Good stuff. Looks like we've got a fine assortment of Peters coming in, so that's good. Right. Evening, Mr. Tree Frog. Ollie's there. Hello. Super. If you're just tuning in, say hello. Right, so I thought we'd have a look through the auction results, see how we did in the auction. Bit of an odd auction today, one way and another, but we'll have a look through all of that. We've got some pictures, a little video clip of 2 new vintage arcades that have opened this weekend, and Vintage Fairground Museum, so that's good. The usual gossip, if anybody needs to tell us anything. World's Fair and coin slot papers from 40 odd years ago. These are Saturday, May the 26th. That's about as near as I've got. And anything else we need to talk about, really? Marvellous. Great price for the boomerang. Yeah. Nice machine, that. Phil, did I get your text? Don't know. Probably. The text has been going a bit mad. Let me just have a quick look. I've been trying to keep up with that in amongst trying to send out invoices and making a cup of tea and everything else. I don't know. Text messages, WhatsApps or texts? Text. Oh yes, I've got your text message. I will investigate and let you know as the answer to that one. Mr. Cooper, good evening. Sinclair, hello. Super. Jack, is it just me that thinks the gameplay on the boomerang is terrible? The gameplay is interesting. That was the first time I ever managed to, if you watch the video, to get a ball in a wind cup on the top right. On those funny, well, they're not cups, are they? They're kind of little, like, I don't know what you call them, little kind of sort of shelves or something, which I thought it was absolutely impossible to get a win on that, and I actually got one on the video, so I was quite chuffed. But I think as well, I don't think that machine's hardly been played really, and I think probably, like all wins really, just needed to tweak the very end of the pieces of track where the balls leave the track very slightly. I mean, on ordinary wins, I'm sure you all know, it can make a big difference to where the ball lands in the wind cups, in the wind gallery. Just the slightest little bend on the end of the track. So I suspect with those boomerangs, they probably need setting up in the same way, just to get a really good gameplay, make sure the ball goes where it's supposed to go on each kind of circuit of that weird and wonderful track. But yeah, such a bizarre machine. It's gone to a very good home, I can tell you that. I can't tell you who, because that would be unprofessional of me, but I'm sure the buyer might reveal themselves, shall we say, but it's gone to a good home. They're staying in the UK, which is nice. But yeah, it's such a strange thing. So it was great to get a win on it. As I say, the first time I didn't manage to do that. So I don't know anyone. I mean, BMK made some really oddball wins, but not quite like that, I don't think. Strange thing. He says perhaps I have to make a few. Yeah. Strange old thing. Anyway, evening, Gary. Do comment away. I'll try and keep an eye on the comments whilst I am going through the prices of stuff, and we can look forward to what's coming next, can't we? Rightio. So, well, that's what I've got to say. That kind of big video I did of the whole auction, or try to. I think in general people seem to like that idea, so we'll try that again next time rather than all the little individual videos. Seemed to go down quite well, seeing the machines played, etc. From the comments I got, somebody said they kind of missed not having all the interior of the machines as well, which was a fair point. I think I did open a couple of doors, but yeah, trying to remember to do everything all the time, really. And obviously, you know, trying to do a live thing, start and take the bandit to bits while you're doing it, it'd be tricky. So I might have to be a bit of a combination of the two, or I'll do some kind of pre-shots of like bandit mechanisms on the turntable maybe, and just cut them in to a video if I do that again. So yes, all feedback, very, very gratefully appreciated on that, because at the end of the day, I'm doing it for all your benefits, not for my benefit. I'm trying to, you know, do the most efficient way of getting all the information about all the stuff to you as best as possible. What was noticeable this time is not so many people came to view, but people did say, well, they didn't need to come to view because they'd seen the machines working. They could see them. There's photographs of them, there's a video of them, so they didn't really need to come. So it saved them a trip, saved them travelling. If you save 50 quid on petrol, well, it means you can spend another 50 quid buying the machine, doesn't it? So that seems to work quite well as well. So yeah, any feedback on that, any ideas, suggestions, most welcome. The only thing I might have to do is close the entries a week earlier, because it takes so long to make that video. It took a whole day to shoot it on Tuesday. By the time I'd sort of got there first thing in the morning, tidied up so I could actually walk around and film the whole auction, then it took until 8 o'clock to shoot all those little clips. I got home at 8:30 and I started editing. I went right through the night. I didn't stop, finished at 8 o'clock in the Wednesday morning. Then it said it wanted 3 hours to upload to YouTube. So I left it uploading whilst I drove from Cambridge down to Weston-super-Mare to do a TV job. Did that for the day, it came back, and by the time I got home I was absolutely shattered. As you probably imagine, haven't done 48 hours. And fortunately the video had uploaded all right. So I was dreading coming home to find out that something had happened and the upload had stopped halfway through. Well, no, my luck, it had stopped. It uploaded, what was it, an hour and 40 long or something? It'd get to an hour and 39 minutes and then crash or something, but it didn't, thankfully. So there we are. We managed to do it. Anyway, Sinclair says, I don't mind if you tell them where it's gone home to say, well, there you go. So yes, the Wonders boomerang has gone back to the Wonders family. So yes, Sinclair's bought it. So another one for the Wonders own family collection. So that's pretty good, isn't it? Jack says, the preview video was brilliant. A good look around and seeing the machines being played is key to us that aren't able to get to the preview day top marks. Well, yes. So it does seem to be a good idea, doesn't it? So I shall try that again, but as I say, it might mean that we have to close the auction entries a week earlier, so I can get 2 or 3 days at filming it, especially to do, you know, insides of things and get extra shots of stuff as well, and I'll have time to edit it and upload it and everything else. So I shall contemplate that one over the next few weeks, see how we get on. It looked good on the big TV, yeah. Well, that's the point. And the other mistake I made is I shot it all in 4K, and it was just such a massive load of video to edit. I think it was 150 gigabytes, which my poor computer was struggling with going through the night and kept crashing, which didn't help. And I ended up exporting it in ordinary HD anyway, just for the file size, or it would take about a day to upload probably. So yeah. But at least shooting it in 4K means I can crop into it and still get a nice HD, high definition output, so you can see all the detail hopefully. So yes, a few technical things for me to consider for doing it again, but everybody seems to like the idea overall, so that's the main thing. Super. Right then, let's have a look at the prices, shall we? So Dodgem car, so that's now sold. Found a new home for the Dodgem car, so that's good. Clown machine didn't go. That's going to have to go home because I'm fed up with looking at it. Going to have to go back to where it come from. Haunted Dummy didn't go. That's available if you're interested. Any of the bits that didn't go, get in touch. The Climbing Monkeys, that's now sold. 1100. That's gone. The Peerless Pictures, oops, 480. Nice set of 3D cards in that. Not that I'm particularly into wartime, but just the effect of the card was amazing. They were so deep. It's really, that machine was set up very well with the angles of the lenses. Because sometimes they have the stereo lenses in, but I don't know if they're back to front or just at the wrong angle or whatever, and you don't get the stereo effect very well. Pushy Shooter, 1350. Spookettes didn't go. That's still available if you're interested. Get in touch. Big Shooter didn't go. I don't think it was too far off. Where did it get to? 680 or something. Needs to be about sort of 900 really. I don't think it'd take a lot to get that going. Treasure Cave 640. That will be going to a museum. Going out on site. The Lovely French Crane 2400. The Jukebox 2300. I think that's not going too far away from me, rightly. The gentleman who bought that. I don't think it's too far from the warehouse. Mini Soccer didn't go. The Lovely World's Fair Jigsaw 1400. Be nice to restore that one. The Shocker 420. It's in the big arcade stuff. It was a real struggle today. Sort of got most of it gone in the end, but it was a hard work selling it for some reason. Little stuff seemed to be much more popular. Don't know why, but there you go. Pusher parts, 20 quid for pusher kit. 20 quid and 20 quid. Set of crane bits, 36. A few spares. I won't bother too much with the spares. Scoop through those quickly. We're not really interested in spares, are we? Here we are, back to machines again. The Mini Cascade 900. So oh, that was a lot. I said, well, it's a rare machine in that. I don't think I sold one since Huntington days. Might even be before we even moved to the race course. A long, long time ago. Quite a rare machine. So yeah, when will we see another one? Who knows? Anyway, £900 Cascade. This was all part of this electromechanical collection that came in. The Orbito, I think that was my favourite one of the lot. Quite like that. 340. Interesting machine with the kind of spinning round like a Challenger, but spinning one. The Southern Belle 380 with a nice young lady on the front there. I think that one's gone to an appropriate home as well. Yes, I'll say more about that one. But I think it might be might get displayed to good advantage. I'll leave it cryptic like that. The Telstar 380. There's a lot of interest in that. I think it had a bit of a split interest with the people who are into you know, space rockets and things, which is always a popular theme. Starlet 220. Then we had a Lucky Throw at 340. Royal Ascot 400. There's quite a few different racehorse themed ones. 5, I think. What was there? 5 or 6 different racing ones. The Gold Cup 340. Oops, scroll too far. Jockey Club 360. We like the artwork on the Jockey Club one. It's quite nice. Sweepstake 340. The Sweepstake interestingly had the Rougher and Walker little logo in the corner of the glass, but obviously by the same hand as the Jockey Club, and you know, virtually identical cases and whatnot. So don't know who made them. They're another Jameson one, just with Rougher and Walker badge on, or somebody similar probably. A Derby Day 400, in a nice oak case, the first of the oak case ones. Well, I finally get around to doing my auction. I've got 2 of those somewhere buried. One, I think one's got no wiring in it. The other one's all right. The Rotorfruit 360, and the Bingola 240. I was wondering why Bingola was called Bingola, because it's more like noughts and crosses in a way. But maybe there was already a noughts and crosses machine, was there? With Bingola, you either get the win for a line across, a line down, or the diagonals, which to me is noughts and crosses. Interesting. Electro Dart 300. And the mint record conversion, interesting machine, 220. So the last, the rotor mint didn't quite go. That's, I say a restoration project. I think it's probably all there. There's just no plug on it. Just probably wants you to check it out, but it looks like it's all there. I think it needs to be 100 quid, that's all. If anyone's interested, get in touch. Dodgem car, £2 grand. Nearly swore then. That was close. The conveyor, 1400. It was a fun machine though. It's so frustrating to play, isn't it? People just keep playing. They take good money. Good operating machine because you can't quite do it, and it's so close, and you have to put another coin in, another coin in, another coin in. Yeah, great things to operate. Anyway, 1,400. The time limit. Oh, another interesting one. Doesn't turn up too often. 780. Challenger 340. The extra win. That one didn't go. Don't think that one was far off. Get in touch if you're interested in the extra win. The boomerang, as we were discussing earlier, 2,950. The 3-ball 9-cup Brian's, barn fresh, all matching locks, keys, numbered up, everything, untouched. Amazing find, really, that one. 1,900. Don't think we'll ever find another one as untouched as that. The What's My Line, 660. Quite good fun to play those. The little cigarette all-in, Resto, that one didn't go. That one's still here. If you're interested in that, get in touch. The nostalgic all-ins, the 9-cup made 340. And the hole-in-one 360. They're quite cheap today. You often get a bit more than that for them. Good Luck Mirror 24. Few bits and bobs. Oh, this I quite like, this Lucky Birdie thing. Tin plate, there's like 3 spinning wheels. Made by Gotham, who make a lot of the tin plate bagatelles. I quite like that. It was very good today. I didn't buy anything, I don't think. £48 that was. I could have been tempted. We've got the bits and bobs here. What have we got? Rockola Flyer 24. Bajazzo enamel 40. The Cayley Brothers enamel sign £40 as well. The big light box 740. Fabulous thing that. A gentleman who bought that's got a nice game. That's going to look good. That's going to a good home. The clocks, first one didn't go. The non-jackpot one, X Thomas's Arcade, 280. And the jackpot one, although there wasn't a jackpot in it, 240. Didn't have a skill stop button either. Other than that, these were pretty clean, both these machines. Again, I think they were hard to use when they were put away. I wonder why it had no jackpot and no skill stop button. That's a bit odd. Maybe they've been pillaged for spare parts or something. Who knows? The Brian's All Sport. Not had one of those for a good while. This one was really nice, original paint, paper, very good chrome, original locks, keys, rubber still on the paddles, everything. Very good machine. 1,400. The Hidden Treasure 1,600. That's the last of those to come from Thomas's. I'm reliably informed. So yeah, there's not much left to come from that source. It's just about all done, and I haven't got any more of those. 1,600. The Pyramid 1,500. Nice early one. Side opening cabinet. Original cash box with it. Etc. 1,500. The 2 Brenner funds. First one didn't go. That unusual one with the token payout and token all penny in. Only one I've come across like that. So that one didn't go, but the second one made 680. The penny in, penny out one. Struggle again a little bit today with the earlier stuff. Bajazzo didn't go. The Soccer Catcher 980. That was a good buy, really nice rare machine. Okay, so I was just letting know, I'll be bringing 2 or 3 machines for the next auction when I pick my stuff up. Excellent, there you go. Yes, if you're coming to pick stuff up in the week, so I'm going to be around most of the week, not Wednesday, other than that. But as per usual, there's a link in your email that went out with the invoice. Just click on the link where it says arrange collection or whatever it says. Book a little time slot, then I know you're coming. Because if there's no one coming for the day or the afternoon or the morning or whatever, I'm not likely to be at the warehouse because I've got lots to do. So do book a slot in. I know to expect you and can get your stuff ready. And most importantly, get the kettle on. But yeah, if you want to bring machines for the next auction, which will be end of July, bring them with you. And we can start on that one. Never ending, isn't it? The goblet machine, £1,000. Rare machine. Hang on a minute, what's happening here? Are we still there? Yes, we are. A sudden little glitch there, not sure it was my end or what. The fortune tellers, the tarot by Bonzini, 420. The fairy, 1,020. Stream went down, but I'm back. Yeah, I don't know why. What happened there? The little answer right, little restoration project, pretty much all there. Sweet little machines, those really. 170. I'm sure we've got one somewhere, but I can't think where it is. I probably lost it. It will turn up eventually, I guess. The Cresset, 720. Tivoli, 900. And the Pavilion, 560. Kaleidoscope, that one didn't go. The Telephone, 240. Nice chromey one. There's about half a dozen dropouts during the auction. Yeah, there's some quite odd things happened during the auction. There was a couple of lots where it suddenly decided to go right back to the start again of the bidding, which was a bit annoying. I think I tried to catch it up. I had 2 or 3 times. I don't know why that was. Whether it was my internet connection or at the other end or what was going on. Never mind, we managed. Just like, unfortunately, I can usually see where the bidding was up to and kind of go back to that point, which is quite good. And then just wait for everything to resync again. Bit annoying, but never mind. The joys of technology. The Will's Wild Woodbine. The nice little Sigvend, 320. And the wooden one, 400. Had a few packets in it, original, which was quite nice. Spares, rattle through those. 48. 48. Don't know if it's Mr. Musk's satellite dropping out again or satellite internet here, so maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe someone's flew in front of the satellite, I don't know. The Honesty Box, 220. Now onto the trade stims. The trade stims did well today. I think we're all getting old, and the little machines are better when you get old because they're less heavy, aren't they, than the big heavy machines. That's my theory. So the little Zip made 320. Because the dropout happened, but always went back to where it should be. But I was worried. Yeah, I did try to catch it as soon as it come back on again my end, so I could go back to the right place in the auction. But yeah, it's a bit concerning. Hey ho, as long as we manage, we just have to put up with the thing because it's the internet and it's not absolutely 100% reliable. As long as we manage, and we kind of know that it will come back on again. We just have to be patient for a second or two now and again. I've noticed lately a lot of auctions are not even bothering with the video feed, they just do audio only. I think whether it's just, I don't know, lots seem to have a problem with the video feed. I think it's better with a video feed, not that I think any of you want to watch me particularly, but just a bit more engaging, isn't it? Anyway, back to the trace dim. So the Zip, 320, sweet little machine. The Cub, 320 as well. And the Tot, 480. I quite like the Tot, very deco, because it's asymmetrical. It's kind of a bit of an oddball thing. That's quite an interesting little machine. Then the poker reel, first of the two poker machines, 480. And the Joker, one we've not had before, 520. The Mini Sega, 540. Good, an original one, that one with all its flaps and everything. Primus, 300. And the Beramat B380. The Bandits and the sort of countertop Bandits. Oops. The Sega, 340. The Sports Stars, that one didn't go. That's a surprise. It's the first one of those I've had. It's quite a rare machine, really. I thought that would fly out, but it didn't. If you want it, get in touch. If not, I'll probably go next time. Diamond front, again, it didn't quite go. Cast iron one, that one very unusual. Weighs an absolute ton, but it's a rare thing being a cast iron, a wartime case. Nice snake lock and key as well, so a good machine, really. I'm surprised it didn't go. There we go. Can't always sell absolutely everything, can we? The high top, 380. Extraordinary, that one didn't go. The Extraordinary console went, 1950. Lovely machine, that. All the bells and whistles on it. Then the kind of the later Bandits. The Buckingham, the It's Wild Man. Very funky one. 380. The Arcadian, the Fiesta, 360. The Olympic Blue Star, 480. The Grosvenor, the Crazy Joker, 380. The Hootsman, the Quadrille, four-reeler, 200. And I think the last machine of the day was this one, wasn't it? 420, the Regal Super 22. Stands made 90. Don't think it's anything else significant, just spares, wasn't it? Reel strips and things. Don't think anything leapt out particularly exciting in the spares department, did it? Bits and bobs. Yeah. Castings. Jennings tops, 32, 28. Jennings Silver Chief, the whole top of the machine there, 22. I thought that was a bargain for somebody. I suppose you need it, but even so. The Lion front, top and bottom castings, 42. So whoever's bought them probably convert a not quite so exciting gooseneck and make a nice lion front. Same with the Atkins extra bell castings, £40 for the set. I think that's about it then, really. The coins, so there we are. Marvellous. Yeah, so there we are. So there's nothing in here at the moment for the next auction. There's next week's job to start on the slot machine. Start on the steam engines. A busy week. Right, let's have a look at some amusement arcade pictures. Right, hang on a moment. Let me get the right folder of pictures up. My voice will hold out as well. So on Friday, the new, well, Saturday actually officially opened, but on Friday was the launch event of the Fairground Heritage Trust new site at Statfold Country Park up near Tamworth. So the website for that, obviously just search the Fairground Heritage Trust or Statfold, STATFOLD, statfold.com. It's a museum there that chaps built over the past few years, lots of steam trains and stuff. And then just built this big brand new building to house the Fairground Heritage Trust collection. So yeah, there's 8 rides there. They've got the big speedway arc built up, gallopers, the moon rocket, ghost train, dodgems, little juvenile dobby set, lighthouse slip, helter skelter if you like, train ride, Is that 8? I think that's 8 rides at the moment. Very nice living wagon there as well. A couple of side stalls, shooter and plate smasher, and then the penny arcade, which I've got a picture of in a minute. Plus, as you can see around the walls, various bits of artwork, panels, carvings, etc. So yeah, lots to see. So apologies for the snaps; they're not very good because I've taken it on my phone, which is just smashed and dropped so many times. It's just about had it, I think. But it gives you a quick idea of some of the stuff that's there. I think they're open weekends and bank holidays, I believe, the Fairground Museum. I think the rest of the place is open more than the Fairground Museum, I think. Check with the website if you're going to plan to have a look. But lots of nice stuff there. So well worth going to have a look. So yeah, so Galloper there. This is Edwards's. So not the other Edwards Galloper, which is the Fairground Houses Trust own, which is like a 1930s time capsule. It was put away then, pre-war, and untouched ever since. Amazing ride. This is the other Edwards family Galloper, which is all up and running and rideable. Used to be at Bliss Hill. It's now in the museum there to ride. You've got a wall full of tickets behind me here. Some really nice tickets. The Boxing Academy, frontage, beautiful bit of artwork up across the top there. Well worth going to see just to see that, really. The Ghost Train, Brett's Ghost Train, which is good fun. So all the rides are rideable. You had to go on them all. Lovely Ghost Train supercar course. Small tickets there. I like the Charlie Manning's one. If I'd known Charlie Manning's had those tickets, I'd have bought them off him back in the day. There you go. Lovely, aren't they? The arcade, Percival's Penny Arcade. Nice build-up arcade. If anybody's ever thinking of building a build-up arcade, that would be a very good one to copy. I was kind of looking at it and I thought, yeah, this is a really good design. I think it's 20 foot by 16 or thereabouts, something like that. So quite a few machines in it. I think there might be a few more to come yet. I say apologies for the very poor quality photographs taken on my dodgy phone, but do you get the idea at least? But yeah, as much as anything, I quite like the actual arcade itself, never mind the stuff that's in it. Good design of arcade. Yeah. The usual sort of Allwins, etc. Nice Imperial crane at Jameson's something or other. Just above my head here. And we've got a shooter. Webley rifle range. Call it all marksman. And the Dodgem's enormous Dodgem track. Rides really well as well. It's good, good, nice, fast ride on it. That was quite good fun. But it kind of it almost needs to be in a bigger building. You couldn't really get back far enough to take a photograph of the front of it, and there's a pillar in the way. It's a bit annoying, but there you go. Edwards Dodgem track, nice Dodgem track. Nice. I'm not sure how old the cars are. Sort of 60s, I think. Late 60s, are they probably? I think are they Italian cars on there? Solis, I think they are. But a good ride. Nice little juvenile Dobby set there. And then they've got sort of another arcade area, as you can see in the background there, with pushers and things in more modern stuff. Just to earn money, basically. Nothing, no vintage pushers in that bit. More nice tickets up on the wall. The carvings from the back of the switchback, all the figures. Hopefully the switchback is going to get built up later in the summer. Well, they're going to build it up and see how it has been in store for a while, and then with a view of getting it up and running I think in the near future, hopefully. That'll be good. This little Indian figure, he's off the switchback. That bottle and globe shooting, that's rather nice, and that's top of the shooting gallery carved. Nice piece. Some more lovely tickets. Love these ones. These are super. These little ones down the edge here. I love its ones. So kind of wanted to take them home. It's so easy. There you go. Aren't they lovely? I have to paint myself some of those. When I have the time to do some painting again, of course. God knows when that'll be. Very nice. Better game, better sport, better try. These Duffields one, I've got 2 from this set as well somewhere. Or matching, same shape and the same kind of slogan. I can't remember what one say now. Double-sided. I thought, I've got some of those. I'll have to dig them out. So yeah, lots of nice tickets on the ticket wall. Of course, I like this one. It's got Tom and Jerry and Popeye and whatnot on it. The comic cars. All the Fowl, Fred Fowl. A great piece. Look at that rifle range top, isn't that lovely? All those kind of little black circles, they're all light bulb holders. So hopefully they'll get it all lit up at some point. It'll look amazing, all full of light bulbs. Quite like that. I could have happily taken that home with me. Very nice. That's me and Mr. Williamson about to go on the ghost train. I don't know. Yes, quick selfie. Nice scoop round on the ghost train. Ride on the Dodgems. It rides very well, that Dodgem track, so I recommend it. If you like your Dodgems, definitely go on that. Whizzing about. I think I took a picture of the showman's wagon. You can see it above my head here. Nice wagon. Worth a peep inside. Not too sure about the red main wind lights all over the Dodgem track. I'd take them off if it was mine. Don't think they're really in keeping. But you know, hey ho, personal taste, isn't it? Oh yeah, James Edwards of Gallopers is. Or was. There you go, it's back around the chariots on the Galloper. Just to remind me whose it was. I don't think I got a picture of the moon rocket. Oh, it's annoying. The top of the chariot racer, the Ark, Edwards' Ark, which was running very fast. A nice thrilling ride for an adult, but a bit there for children. Oh, back to the start again. Yeah, I didn't get one of the moon rocket. That's annoying. But moon rocket, fantastic ride. So yeah, there we are. So I think we're back to the start. So that's that lot. And then so you've got the Penny Arcade there, and you've got obviously the Fairground Museum as well. Let's say that's up near Tamworth. And then the other one, which you've got a little bit of film clip of as well. I didn't get to. Next day, up at the Black Country Museum, and sort of the fairground reopens there, and Penny Arcade again. Alex Hyman's now. A lot of the Carter stuff has gone there, and Alex has bought. Built a nice Penny Arcade. Used to be the Joneses there. If you've been a few years ago, so they're no longer there. And it's all changed hands, all new stuff. Well, new vintage stuff, you know what I mean. But this is all at the Black Country Museum near just Dudley, West Midlands. Again, well worth a visit if you're in the area or have a day out. So the Black Country Museum as well is a full. They collect buildings basically. So there's shops there. There's blacksmiths. So there's all sorts of things. Vintage vehicles. And they talk to demonstrations like the blacksmith. I think Peter said was making. So Peter Williamson took all these pictures. He went Saturday. Blacksmith there. They make nails and horseshoes and things. You can see them what they do, and you know, they have people in the sweet shop and people in the draper's shop and so on, all dressed up in the gear, and kind of tell you how it all used to be and how everything used to work. Great place. Interestingly, on the Black Country Museum website at the moment, they haven't got anything about the fair on there yet, so there's no pictures up of it yet. Jack says Theme Park Worldwide was at the opening, and on his video you're riding the speedway in front of him. Yes, I am, well spotted. I also bumped into him a few times on the Dodgems. I think he said something about car number 28, which was me. So yes, if you it was a good video. Theme Park Worldwide. I'm sure most of you follow his videos, but you have a look at that. It's quite funny. Whizzing around. I think he filmed. I think he probably filmed all the rides as well. So if you want to see some video of the rides, it's well worth looking at. They might have been to Black Country as well. I'm not sure. Anyway, so yes, so Black Country. So this is obviously the Penny Arcade. Peter said it was very busy on the Saturday, hence apologies for the pictures are all full of people, but you know, it gives you an idea, and it's nice to see places busy. That's the main thing. That's what we all want to see. But you can see it's got some nice machines in there, very nicely done, kind of Art Deco theme amusement arcade. Steerable there, Allwinds, Bullion. I can see some Bandits. I think it's 2 or 3 bays wide, so decent size. What have we got in there? Can we see Gripper, all Bandits, Fruit Bowl, all Strike on it. There's the nice Oliver Wales Strike 'em all in the one with the fairground theme on, the giant one. There's too many of those around. Nice machine. View of the general fair. So Carter's, well, not Carter anymore, obviously Alex is now, but the ex Carter's Chairplanes are there, the Gallopers, Train Ride, Jets, a couple of the side stalls. So sort of like almost, not all of Carter's Fair, but it's a bit like Carter's Fair from years ago before Carter's Fair grew. Sort of been picked up and plonked in Derby, in Dudley. Very nice. All presented beautifully, of course. Austin car ride. Oh, they're not actually Austin cars either. What cars are those? They're supercar ones. Interesting. Ghost Train. Love a Ghost Train. So there's another fab supercar Ghost Train. I can't remember whose this one was originally. It's Brett's at Fairground Heritage Trust. I've got Brett's. The Johnny Scott Ghost Train supercar one is down in Folly Farm. I'm sure some of you have seen that. That was mine briefly for about 24 hours. I owned that. I bought that and sold that to Glyn back in the day. The Johnny Scott Ghost Train, which is in Fairground Art, if you've got the Fairground Art book. Fabulous front on it. Yeah, that's another nice supercar Ghost Train in preservation. Great things. It's very easy to be tempted to buy a Ghost Train again. I don't know where I put it, mind you, but I always love a Ghost Train. We definitely need to have a meet up at the National Fairground Museum at some point. Yes, we're working on that, and also at here at Dudley as well. There'll be a meet at some point. We're working on both of them. So there we are, another picture of the arcade, the Black Country Penny Arcade. Nice design, isn't it? I like it. A kind of central deco-y thing. That's a bit of a sucker for Art Deco. That's hardly surprising, is it? You've got the Jets there. Supersonic Jets. Great thrill ride. Of course, you control the jets yourself, up and down, which is this kind of the unique thing about the jet ride. Very kind of interactive, how high you fly. Very cloudy day on Saturday, wasn't it? Dark clouds. The lovely little train ride, Carter's Wonder Railway, as was. Well, still is. I don't know if it's going to keep the Carter name on everything. Probably. But that's a lovely little ride. I remember John buying that back in the day. Kind of completely stripping and restoring it. And the Carter Gallopers, a lovely set of Gallopers. Nice jungle scenes on the rounding boards, all painted up by Anna Carter, of course. It's really good against the dark sky, doesn't it? On the Penny Arcade, and this blue crane, this blue street crane, that used to be mine. I recognise that crane, it was cut down slightly. Which is how it was when I bought it. I've got another one. I love a blue street crane. Nice machine. I've got another one that needs restoring. That's not been cut down. On my restoration pile to do one day. There's Safari Wood in there as well. Look, don't see those too very often. Safari Allwyn. What's it in the back corner? Can't quite see. It looks almost like a magic machine. Kevin said, had a research online into the Southend Pier Museum. Looks quite interesting, so we'll head down there next Sunday and report back after. Definitely do that. Take us some pictures. Preferably sideways pictures, so they fit on YouTube better. And the video clip, even better still. And again, preferably sideways with your phone. People are not used to doing sideways these days, isn't it? They do it that way. But of course, it doesn't fit on YouTube very well, so you do it that way. You can squidge it to the right size for YouTube. That would be awesome. And yeah, this view, so that gives you an idea of the street in at the Black Country Museum. So sort of these buildings come from various parts of Birmingham. They took them down brick by brick and rebuilt them some years ago. Amazing place. The few times I've been there, I've always been there if we've been filming. I've never actually been when it's kind of open to the public. So it's usually been closed, so I've not been able to go in the shops. And this street is usually full of all our filming wagons. So I've never really had that view down to the fair when it was Jones's Fair before. But it looks great, doesn't it? The view down the street and the fair at the bottom with the trees in the background. It just frames it so nicely. So I definitely recommend a day out there. And there we are, I think we're back to the start. So there's a little video clip here. Peter tried to do the arcade as well. Again, as I say, he sort of apologises because it was full of people, but it gives you an idea. Hang on a moment, let's see if it will work. It's only about a minute long, so here we go. Put the sound on, I think I did. I can't hear the sound. Replay it, fine. But I think this was their background in the background. Nice arcade, not much many machines in there. Good selection. Shooting gallery and shooting gallery there. Is it roll down? I think. Right, that one. Car ride, aeroplanes, ghost train, train ride, jets, gallopers. Maybe chairplanes. I think the chairplanes are behind the shot of this angle. Dead chairplane. Oh, there you go. Shall we do it again? In a moment. If I go here, will it run again? Why isn't it running again? That's interesting. What have I done? There we go. Now it will run through again. Sorry, click the wrong button. You think, well, I know how all this worked, wouldn't you? So yes, Alex is definitely up for a meet-up sometime. Let's just do a case of trying to negotiate with Black Country, see if we can get in pretty heavy discount. It's nice, isn't it? It's a bit cheeky, but we do a bit of deal. Of course, we're working on that one. Not sure when, even maybe later in the summer or something. Talk about them there all year. They do Halloween things there, Christmas things, and all sorts. So it might be nice. Perhaps autumn, the days are a bit darker, and it's lit up nicely. We'll see what they can do. We'll do us a deal on the admission. That'd be great. And then let's say, yeah, also the FHT, Tamworth. Most people there do the weekend, and do Fairground House just one day, and then it's not far from Alton Towers, etc. Another place, the name just escapes me. So they could be good options. Stat forward one. Right, so that's that. So yes, so we're working on both of those for days out in future. Shall I'll put these pictures up. Let's roll these around again, shall we? Something to look at. In the background. Why aren't the pictures rolling around? Come on, pictures. There they go, there they go. So yeah, if any of you are going out to anywhere interesting that might interest the rest of us, you know what we're all into. We're all kind of into the same thing, aren't we? If you're going to piers or amusement parks or anything like that, do, you know, take a few snaps, take a little video clip, whatever. Doesn't have to be brilliant, because mine certainly aren't. Send it to me. Ping me an email with them, or WhatsApp them to me, or something. Because it's, you know, it's great to see places, isn't it? And Drayton Manor, yes, Drayton Manor. All you know, the more of us that go to these places, all in our own little way, it all helps to publicise them and keep them all going. More the merrier, isn't it? Super. Shall we have a quick look at the papers? See what was happening all those years ago. I'll leave these pictures flickering away in the background. Comment away. Right, so World's Fair. Let's have a quick look at World's Fair and the coin slot. Oops. Notes here. Notes for all sorts of things on my desk to remind me to do things. Right, Disneyland Park set to open in June. So this was May the 26th, 1984. A new £500,000 seafront fun fair is almost ready for opening at Southend. After 2 postponements of the opening of the newly created Disneyland complex in the heart of the resort's Golden Mile, it now looks as if the ambitious new fun park will be in action by the second week of June. The project, the most ambitious development of its kind to be carried out at Southend for many years, is a brainchild of a group of local businessmen who have set up a company called Planbray to control it. Head of Planbray is Bruce Franks, who has a wide range of business interests, but who specialises particularly in the import business. The site of the Disneyland complex, which is to have a facade resembling a Norman castle, stretching around its perimeter, could not be better placed. It is on one corner of the resort's Marine Parade and South Church Avenue and opposite the Kursaal. Covering 3,000 square foot. What does it tell us about it? It will support 6 high-class takeaway food venues. Oh, these are high-class takeaway food venues, no less. High-class, such as kebabs, burgers, pizzas, fish and chips, and seafood. They're high-class, don't forget. A large arcade, 10 ride sites, and 10 side stalls. There we go. So far, the main attractions booked on include a whip, a dodgems, waltzer, a roundup, disco bounce, several kiddie rides, and a children's Noah's Ark. There we are. Okay, so that was Disneyland at Southend. That was all going ahead. What else was happening? Let's see, anything exciting was happening. Revived after 15 years. Oh, what was that? The annual May Fair in Church Stretton was revived after 15 years. Oh, well, that's good. The heavens opened over Beaconsfield. They had a rainy day at Beaconsfield. Novelty litter bins. Oh, that's a good headline, isn't it? Novelty litter bins. Excellently sculpted animal-shaped litter containers manufactured by Adrian Marchant Limited for shopping centres, amusement parks and recreation complexes are now available. This range of 4 foot to 5 foot tall figures made in full colour fiberglass includes pigs, bears, elephants, cats, ducks and hippos, etc. As well as carrying out their function of helping to keep the site tidy, they also form an additional entertainment attraction with their electronic gulping of presented litter and their spoken appreciation. A large, easy-to-change metal collecting drum is featured, and all the controls are solid-state electronics. I can't remember those. I quite like an elephant one. Has anybody got a gulping elephant talking litter bin? If you've got one, I want one. It's not a picture of one. It's a picture of a pig, but not an elephant. Cinema 180 for Great Yarmouth. One of the new attractions for the visitors to the Pleasure Beach this year is a Cinema 180. With its spectacular film presentation, it is provided as part of the one-pay admission price at the park and is only one of a number of new attractions there, including the Rupert Bear Show and an open-air entertainment area where musical groups and other acts can stage their shows. The Cinema 180 show replaces the space previously occupied by the UFO ride, which is now travelling in the London area. There's a promising start at Felixstowe. Felixstowe Amusement Park opened for this season at Easter with some of the biggest crowds ever seen for a Good Friday. At just £1.50 admission as a one-pay park, the Mannings offer some of the best value around, a belief confirmed by the crowds who patronise their amusements during Easter. The latest large ride to be introduced at the park is a rocker plane, which has been purchased from a tenant at Ocean Beach Park in Rhyl, and a set of locally made jolly tubes. Flying Turtles was proven very popular with the youngsters and proved a good buy when Charles Jr. and brother David bought them at this year's ATEI. Juvenile Coaster has been revamped during the winter and now resembles a Wild West fortification, with roller coaster cars having new bodies and the front end being converted into an imitation steam loco. Following the park's fire last winter, oh dear, the Waltzer has been fitted with new cars and the Ghost Train has undergone a facelift. The Dodgem track, reputed to be the largest in Britain, is further enhanced by strip lighting on the solid wall, which has non-breakable mirrors fitted to give an even deeper impression of the space. And at the front of the park, new kiosks have been put in place, enabling just about all tastes to be catered for. That sounds like they were having a jolly time then at Mannings, doesn't it? Excellent. There's a £2 million facelift for Thorpe Park. Kevin says Disneyland in Southend was great for a few years, then became very run down and was pulled down, now an empty site. It did house the best fish and chip shop in Southend for a while though. Oh, okay, well fair enough. So their promises of being high class, what was it called? High class takeaway food was confirmed then. There you go. That'll teach me for taking the mickey, won't it? Right, a £2 million facelift for Thorpe Park. What have they got going on then? Thorpe Park, the vast land and water leisure centre alongside Staines Road in Chertsey, has had improvements to the value of £2 million carried out since last September. The enterprise, which is prepared to cater for at least 1 million visitors during 1984, run by Leisure Sports Limited, blah, 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 blah. Right, let's see what they've put in new. Thorpe Park opened to the public for the first time in 1979. Didn't know that. It's one of the United Kingdom's major leisure parks. It's got parking for 9,000 cars and 200 coaches. Yes, it's all very exciting, but I want to know what rides it's got in. Mr. Rabbit, that cheeky character who appears on all Thorpe Park publicity material and is frequently seen on television, challenging visitors to see just how much they can do in a day at Thorpe Park, has his own show for the first time this year. Created from scratch using puppets specially designed by Keith Sparks from Colchester. Another new show for 1984 is Captain Andy's Review, an automated musical jamboree to delight the adults as well as the children, direct from the USA. They've also got a Cinema 180. They've got a Magic Mill water boat ride by Mac. No big ones. Coin operated radio controlled boats. The Thorpe Park Bell offers patrons the opportunity to enjoy a meal in the atmosphere of America's deep south aboard the largest Mississippi riverboat ever built this side of the Atlantic. Model World has more than 40 of the world's most famous structures reduced to 1/36 scale, while Our Heritage gives patrons the chance to wander through history from the Stone Age to the days of the Magna Carta. Peddlers, etc. It seems they had a lot more kind of shows back then than they did now then. Not just rides. It's interesting. Alright, what else was happening? Anything else exciting? We'll look at the sales. What could we have bought? What could we have bought back in 1984 from the World's Fair? We could have had, let's see. We could have had an 18-foot dart stool, £300. We could have had a mobile fish and chip van. There you go. Yeah, it could have been Kevin's. You could have gone and done the fish and chips, £3,200. Could have had a set of 6 swing boats, £300. A set of swinging gyms, £6,500. A couple of kiosks at £2,000. A supercar Dodgem track with 18 cars, so 60/40 Dodgem track with 18 cars, very good condition, ready to open, 20,000. These are a very good buy, so no time wasters, please. Oh, fair enough. Another set of swinging gyms, 8,000. A Kando candy floss machine, 350 quid. The best candy floss machines they are. I can vouch for them, I had one. A Miracle Hat Pusher, 4-player, £1,500. Miracle Hat Pusher. Anybody know what Miracle Hat Pusher is? Where's Paul when we need him? Never heard of that one before. Arcade for sale, but doesn't give the price. That's not much use. Anything else for sale? Six Whittaker rear-wheel drive mini Dodgem cars. Well, I like those. They're sweet little things, aren't they? 20p coin slots, front and rear lights, batteries, etc. Plus a 16-foot by 32-foot track. 1,400 the lot. There's another set of Dodgems for sale. Bibbies. Yes, you remember that one. Oh, right. Okay. I suppose you got a picture of one. Miracle Hat Pusher. Who made that then? Do you remember what make it was? A walk-in snack bar trailer, 3,850. Five battery-operated kiddie cars, £1,000. 2 Sputnik bouncers, £500. A 15-foot hoop blast stool, as new, £1,000. What else? Dodgem spare parts. There's a price, I don't think. Or 12-seater juvenile roundabout, trailer mounted, 3,700. 18 Reverchon Dodgem cars with tokens, £120 each. Must Celebration wagon, 24-foot. Bargain of the year, £1,500. Sounds like a bargain. 2 sets of 8 radio controlled boats, 1,250. That is it for your sales. Okie dokie. You could have had a small children's amusement park in North Wales, very well fitted, everything to a high standard, genuine reason for selling, very reasonable price. Well, it doesn't tell you what the very reasonable price is. Happy Lands in Sandyland, Prestatyn. Do we have the other set of pictures up? Hang on a minute, I'll swap them over in a minute when we finish the World's Fair to the other one. Legs. Oops. Vintage attractions pull in the crowds. The fallacy of the claim that teenagers are not interested in old-time rides was shown in its true light when capacity loads of people of all ages kept John Carter's newly restored Excelsior steam yachts busy for hour after hour on a Berkshire Village green, where they form part of a vintage steam fair. So that's about Pinckney's Green. What else did it say about it? Not a lot really, just that the steam yachts were doing very well. Fair enough. Circus is banned in Worcester. Oh dear, miserable sods. By only the casting vote of the chairman, the Amenities Committee of Worcester City Council decided last week to ban circuses from all council-owned land. They're miserable gits. After a hotly contested debate which crossed the political divide, the committee voted 8-8 to ban circuses because of alleged cruelty to performing animals. Exercising her casting vote to resolve the tie in favour of a ban, the chairman councillor, Rosanna O'Connor, Labour, there's a surprise, believed that circuses were an anachronism. Things of the past that should have gone out, like bear baiting and cockfighting. She preferred children to get a wholesome view of animals by watching wildlife programmes on the television. Well, what a load of bollocks. Excuse my language. You see, I got my love of animals, particularly elephants, by going to the circus and meeting an elephant. If you ever meet an elephant face to face, that stays with you for life. And seen tigers and lions and things at Jerry Cottle Circus. Makes you appreciate them more than just seeing them on the telly. Right, I think that's it for the World's Fair. Let's have a look at the coin slot, shall we? We could have bought a steam engine. How about a barrel traction engine? 1896, 8 horsepower. Rebox, tube plate, etc. A new tender and new rubbers. First class order, ready to rally. 15,750. Or we could have had a pianola for £60. Fair enough. Who's textifying me? Somebody's textifying me. What's that anything to do with this? Ah, Paul sent me a picture. He's found it. Aha. Miracle hat. Oh yeah. It's got hats on the pusher bed. So do the coins go in the hats or something? Where's that then? Is that yours? Is it in store or is it just a random picture you found? I'm intrigued. Miracle hat. I'll put that on the website later. It's not the best of pictures because the angle's taken that, but it's something. Something's better than nothing, isn't it? That's what we would say. Right, let's have a look at the coin slot. I was going to put the other pictures up, and let's put the Black Country pictures up. There we are, Black Country Museum pictures. Let's have them scrolling through. Right, let's see what's happening in the coin slot. 41 years ago. No license, no VAT machine. That's interesting. What is to all extents and purposes a fruit machine which requires no license and which is exempt from VAT on the takings hit the British coin machine market this week. Lottomatic was launched by 7-Eleven Marketing from Salford, Manchester, with the promise that it achieved all the company's states and therefore will outperform anything currently on the club machine market. Colin McClements told CoinSlot it's not a fruit machine, although it looks exactly the same as one. It actually operates on the lottery principle with a set number of winning and losing chances paid out at random. It requires no license, because the machine has been built to conform with the Lottery Act relating to private lotteries. VAT is not applied to the tape because lotteries are exempt from VAT. A club could operate as many of these machines as they require. It operates exactly the same as a fruit machine, but a security key switch is provided for restarting. At the end of a sequence, the machine closes down and a fresh lottery is started by pushing a button in conjunction with the key switch. Because the machine contains a set number of wins and losers in its cycle, income is guaranteed when the lottery is completed. That's a good idea, isn't it? Anybody ever seen one of those? Lottomatic, £100 jackpot. Intriguing. Right. Stop Press, the new Barcrest arcade machine. Odds on. The odds on favourite. A horse race AWP with £3 jackpot. Bright, fun packed graphics. No lose gamble feature on all wins. Watch the horses run. Red Run, Blue Boy and Old Gold. Okay. Obviously the new fruit machine of the week. Paul says, you flick the coins into the hats as they move from side to side. Missed coins went onto the pusher decks. Unfortunately, I haven't got one. Tried to buy that one last year, but got nowhere. Oh, so there's one surviving. That's good. Well, I won't ask you to tell us where it is, but at least we know there's one surviving. That's good. Is it? Can I put the picture on the website then, or is it private? It doesn't reveal anything, does it? Let me know. I won't put it on if you don't want me to. I might just put a description up. Right, Paul. Not very exciting, is it, Paul? Okay, right. The pick of the bunch from Associated Ledger. What new machines you got out here? Auto Route, Odds On, and Royal Exchange. Send you a few more tomorrow. Oh, lovely, thank you. That'd be good. Trying to find something exciting in the case of video discs. No. In the thing here. Very exciting. For some gossip. Oh, we've got the top 10. That's always good, isn't it? The top 10 jukebox hits then from 41 years ago were at number 10, Status Quo with Going Downtown Tonight, sorry. At 9, Wham with Wake Me Up Before You Go. At 8, Phil Collins, Against All Odds. At 7, Queen, I Want to Break Free. 6, Duran Duran with The Reflex. At 5, One Love from Bob Marley. At 4, The Pointer Sisters with Automatic. 3, Footloose, Kenny Loggins. At number 2, Break Dance Party from Break Machine. And at number 1, Let's Hear It for the Boys, Denise Williams. Yeah, that's a jukebox. Hits, who remembers all of those? Right, let's have a look at the for sales in the coin slot. Then I need a cup of tea. My voice is just about to give out. Let's see what I can find exciting for sale with a price on it. Repairs, pool tables. Super winner. Oh, struggling at the minute. Oh, some pin tables here. Bally 8 ball, £200. Bally Kiss, £200. Williams Firepower, £150. And Bally Supersonic, £150. A Tato Grand Champion Cabaret, £550. Not sure what that is. Oh, the Miracle Top Hat Pusher is in here as well. £1,500, 4-player. I'll advertise that twice. Must be trying to get rid of it. Club machines. Right, let's see what else we got. Keys. Are you stuck with Duff machines? Videos, jukebox. Which they put prices on things. Oh, some arcade machines. What have we got here? A Gaten Games Fiesta pusher. Gaten Games Fiesta, £600. A Jameson Jubilee single, £150. Scoopy egg vendor. Had one of those. Good machine. Scoopy egg vendor, £195. Cheeky Chicks, £150. Bally Pyramid pullers, £75 each. Atari Asteroids, 70 quid. Tato Space Invader, 50 quid. Electrocoin Planetoids, 50 quid. Cosmic Invaders, 40. Okay. Leisure Park Transport, a veteran omnibus, double-decker, open-top G-type Leyland omnibus. 5/8 scale. That's a strange scale to build something, isn't it? Petrol-driven, takes 34 people. Superb attraction for leisure centres. Outstanding design and construction. £6,250 plus VAT. Interesting. Frogger, £125. A Sega heli shooter, £950. Heli shooter, I don't know what that is. Probably a video game. PCBs. Pin tables for Zakaria, £100 for the 4. 2 Williams Lucky 7s, £75 each, and a Bally Globetrotter, £100. Games Unlimited, what are they getting exciting? Just jukebox or hideaway jukeboxes. They're boring, aren't they? A laser game, Dragon's Lair laser machine, 2,750. Asteroid, £100. There aren't many novelty machines for sale, is there? Some club machines, a Bellfruit accumulator, 30 quid. A Bellfruit Ultimate, 30 quid. An Aristocrat Magic Money, 40. Cops Rainbow's End, £40. Barcrest Continental, 60. Aristocrat Jumping Jackpots, 75. Right, any arcades for sale? Not the. Oh, here's one with the price on. The Bermudiana. At 291 to 293 Marine Road Central in Morecambe. For sale freehold, a soundly established progressive amusement arcade in a prime promenade position opposite the Central Pier, which is not there anymore, of course, with wide modern frontage and open plan ground floor. 2,220 square foot, with good income from upper floor lettings, a restaurant and 2 self-contained flats. 137,500. On Jersey, you could have single sites. Opportunity exists to acquire a Jersey registered private limited company in the amusement machine business. Lucrative sites, equipment, spares and workshop office included for 45,000. Aristocrat fruit machines. Oh, no price on that one. Alka pool table for 250 quid. Wanted dribbling. Any condition. I don't know what dribbling is. Urgently wanted one-armed bandits. Mills, Seegers and Jennings. Also parts for the above. We collect and pay cash. Robert D. In Blackpool, you could have a nightclub disco restaurant prominently situated next to the tower. 100 yards from the central promenade, very high seasonal income, already breaking all-time records. All year-round trade, 2 floors, recently refurbished, plus living accommodation. A 2 AM licence, a long lease. Genuine reason for an urgent sale. Reasonable offers invited in the region of 75 grand plus stock at value. Or in a Shropshire town centre, you could have a 2,016 square foot premises with planning permission for an amusement arcade, plus 915 square foot for expansion and a large car park. That's 67,000. Okay, I think that's about it. A couple of deaths, but I don't think one of that's very exciting, is it? Operator. I think that's your lot. Marvellous. What was that text? That was something. Was that somebody? Aha! Gating Games Fiesta. Oh, well done. Excellent. Another picture. Another pusher for the site. Thank you very much, Paul. I'll pop them both up if that's all right. Lovely. Super. Right then, I think that is it from me. So just to round up, invoices have gone out. If you bought anything in today's auction, please pay promptly so I can pay the sellers out. Book your time slot to come and collect. Most days this week and weekend should be fine, other than not around Wednesday. But tomorrow, Bank Holiday Monday's fine. Tuesday, say not Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. At the moment, all those days are fine. The slots available on all of them. Book yourself in. If you want to bring machines with you for the next sale, when you're picking up from this one, do so. Also, if you've got any models for the model sale, end of June, anything for that sale, so it's model, steam engines, scratch-built models, scale models, that kind of stuff. If you're unsure, because I'm not accepting other stuff for that sale, but if you think there's something suitable, but you're not sure, just get in touch and ask me. I'll tell you if it's suitable or not. Next YouTube will be Tuesday night. Yes, Tuesday night should be okay. I don't know if I'll have any pictures of the slot machines, but the next couple of days with shipping stuff out, because I've got to make space, obviously, before I can get all the steam engines in. They're all in the store at the minute. So as soon as I can get some in, I will do. And I think that's probably about it then, isn't it? Marvellous. As I say, if you're out and about visiting places over summer, take a few snaps on your phone. We don't expect you to be a brilliant photographer necessarily, although I'm sure many of you are better than I am. But it's just great to see places that some of us have not been to or don't even know about. See what's out there, and places we might want to visit ourselves. Super. That's it then. Thank you all very much. I shall go and have a cup of tea, a bite to eat, and possibly a sleep, I think. I'm a bit knackered after this week. It's been busy, to put it mildly. There we are. Super. So thank you all very much. Have a jolly bank holiday Monday, whatever you're all up to. See one or two of you, no doubt, collecting your goodies. Otherwise, tune in again Tuesday night. See you then. Nighty night.